So having faith in God is essential to living an empowered life. The truth be told, a lot of us come from some very difficult places. I was in my yard this morning walking around. I saw, this plant coming up out of this pile of wood. It was, this plant, just this single plant, just surrounded by all of this dead wood. And I thought about this young man in the Bible. His name was Gideon. This young man is called to lead the people of Israel. But I want you to listen to what he says in Judges chapter 6, verse 15. He says to God, "How shall I deliver Israel? Behold, my family is the least in Manasseh, and I am the youngest in my father's house." So if you read Judges chapter 6 through 8, this young man is supposed to lead these people, and but he feels like he come from a family where they're not really significant people. They're not considered to be significant people when you compare them to other families. That, like, if you was ranking families, he's saying that my family is like the last family, like we at the bottom. So he doesn't think much of where he's come from, and he doesn't think much of himself. Considering his age, he's thinking, listen, who's going to listen to me? I'm a young guy. First of all, my family doesn't seem to be important or prominent, and then I'm the youngest guy in my house. Like, why would the people of Israel follow me? Why would they listen to me? But what I'm saying to you is that, like that plant that arises out of that place where it's just surrounded by dead wood, somehow this plant got some sunlight, somehow this plant got water. It got the things that it needed to become what it needed to become. And just like Gideon, even though, at the outset, he felt like, my family isn't important, I'm not important, he finally came to a place where he believed what he was called to do, and he did that. And I'm saying, like him, you may come from a place where you feel like, you don't come from much. You may feel like in your house, you're the least talented. But the reality is that you're called to do what you're called to do. You're passionate about it for a reason, and you can't sit back on that. We need to walk out on that, and live out that passion, whatever it is, and not be afraid to do what it is that we believe we're called to do. So you guys have an empowering Friday. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week.